WafflN OUT. We're bringing that back. WafflN OUT. I don't know how you felt about that, but you know, we're bringing it back. It's coming. It's coming back on. All right, we're doing stand-up comedy again. I'm only doing it again because I've been working on this shit all day. I was writing my stuff down. And here we go. Finally got to it. Finally found it. Finally feel so enthralled. You see, look, I put all my jokes and shit on index cards there. A crap ton of them. Let's see if it makes it any easier or if I got anything to say off of it. Wait. Does that make it look any better, or does it? Boom! I feel like this is a little bit up. Let me square that up. Boom. That was a little bit not. I gotta find a happy medium. It's pretty happy medium. I'm good with that. Y'all good with that? Oh, it just doesn't matter if you're good with. I don't care. I'm joking. That was a joke. All right. Hi. How you doing? My name is Keenan. Like Keenan Nickel. Keenan Ivory Waynes. I'm probably the only white guy you'll ever meet named Keenan. And if I'm not, let me know. Send that guy my way because there can only be one of us. Not two. There's only one token, and that's me. There can never be anybody else. My name Keenan gets me invited to a lot of barbecues, but my face says insurrectionist. Or it says, what the hell happened to Fred Durst? This is what happens when you do it all for the nookie, bro. Just letting you know. It wasn't a song. It was a warning. Don't do it all for the nookie. Come on. So she could take that cookie. Boom. Yeah, see, boom. Did that. Some of these are only white guy named Keenan that's in there. Like when I told you my name was Keenan, were you a little just be honest? Were you a little bit surprised that I'm a white dude? It's okay. I'm used to it. My mom was surprised I was a white dude. She was a little bit closed-minded, but she was also a little bit loosey-goosey. I hope my mommy's not watching that because she wasn't. I was one crappy guy. Speaking of mothers, after my sperm donor left us, it was just me and an emotional white woman. So I can go 0 to Karen real fast, real fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you met. I can cry. I can cry on a dime. Like you don't want an old fat man like sitting there crying like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just like. What? You think the cops are gonna side with you? Nah, they've already picked who they what they're talking for me. I look great for 65 years old, right? Well, I just had a birthday recently. Don't I look pretty decent for 65, right? You're like, damn, dude, like how can I look like you when I'm 65? Well, be 41 and look 65. You know what I'm saying? Like for 41, you're like, damn, bro, hard living. But for 65, you looking kind of good, aren't you? Like, I mean, I know black doesn't crack, but nobody told me Caucasian crumbles. I mean, I literally look like a fat crypt keeper. Like, if the crypt keeper had a little meat on his bones, twinsies, doppelganger. All these dudes today talking about their dad bods. Like, ooh, going to the pool, check out the little beer belly I got working. Yeah, I've been working this beer belly since I was 13. All y'all like adopted this lifestyle. I was born into this bitch. 300 and something pounds when I was 13 years old. And you wanna like, oh, look at the dad bod, bro. Look at the dad bod, bro. Shut the fuck. Literally, bro. Come. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Like anytime you call any place, Walgreens, even your kid's pediatrician, you're sitting there on hold. They give you a little message. Hey, make sure that if this is a real emergency, hang up and call 911. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Like if this, why would I be on? But then you know that there's that one fucking person out there. That's the whole reason they had the message because there's one person out there's like, oh no, they can't handle a severed limb at Walgreens, can they? Why am I Why am I waiting on hold for these people? Maybe, and I also wonder, like, does 911 ever tell these people, like, hey, maybe you should be going to like Walgreens right now? Like, can you just hit up your primary care? We're not gonna send an ambulance for your boo boo, okay? Like, does that happen? Ooh, chef tattoo. I got some pretty awesome tattoos. I got Batman on the chest. I got a Loch Ness Monster tramp stamp. Thank you, Paul Blart. Because I be taking some shit from some movies sometimes. I'm not lying. Sometimes I be stealing some shit. But I was a chef, so chefs get spatulas, eggs. Oh, look at this! I got some spices. Oh, look at all these vegetables. I didn't want to get something stupid like that, so I got the chef from South Park. I know what you're thinking. Okay, Keenan, that's pretty fucking stupid. No, but I didn't color them in, and I thought, oh, this is a cool decision because the artist, she was doing my tattoo, and everything's all done, full color on the outside. Everything's going great. She gets done. She's like, "You sure you want me to color this in?" I'm like, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Hey, you want to take a look at it? I'm like, yeah, I guess, but at this moment, yeah, I want you to color it in. Why don't you just take a look at it, see what you think? So I took a look at it, and guess what? If you don't color in the chef from South Park, me and homeboy look a whole lot alike. It's like I got my twin on the back of my leg. But then I thought, and this was just recently, telling this joke. She might have saved me from putting blackface on the back of my cat for the rest of my life. Like walking around with blackface, like tattooed me. And my daughter, who is mixed, I tell her this, and she's like, "That's not blackface. It's just it's a cartoon character that you color in." I was like, "Yeah, you would have given me crap. Like you give me the most crap ever. So don't fib to me and tell me you wouldn't give me some crap." And what's crazy to me is like, was the artist like thinking like how we get there? Like was she thinking like, what color should I use for black? And then she's like, wait, this white boy wants me to put black on him? Like, I wonder if I really wish she would have told me what she was thinking because it was a great thought. And I thought it was all me. Like, oh, he would look alike. No. She saved you from getting blackface on the body for the rest of your life. Rest of your life. I got a stripper to eat on stage. It was a bucket list moment. Like I said before, I take stuff from movies. Paul Blart, I got the Loch Ness Monster tramp stamp on the back of my back. I got a Loch Ness Monster tramp stamp where it should be. And I got that from Paul Blart. In the movie That's My Boy, starring Adam Sandler, one of my favorites. Excuse me. In the movie That's My Boy, a stripper eats on stage. Lunel, I think her name is, a bigger woman, and she's upside down eating one of the best Denver omelets in the world. When I saw that, I said, that will be mine. That will be mine. I had to get a stripper to eat on stage after that. So from then on out, I talked to every strip club dancer that we went to. I tried to find it and told them what I wanted to do. And the closest I got to getting it done was a girl like crawled over on stage and took a bite of my pizza. That's not what I'm tipping for, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna break bread for anything like that. I'm very sorry. But then I tell this to my friend Meryl Streep, and I changed the name to protect the innocent, but I called her Meryl Streep because she was a brilliant actress. And I can't tell you the story on any of these lives. You have to come see that in person. Come to one of the open mic nights where I'm testing shit out to hear about Meryl Streep and the fun I have with Meryl Streep, the best actress in the world. Oh, what could that mean? So we're driving up to Podunk, Oklahoma, and I'm telling her the same story that you're just hearing. And she tells me, I'm going to get this done for you. Yes, ma'am. I don't know if you know anything about women. Sometimes you just shut the hell up. Sometimes you just be quiet and let them take the wheel. So we pull up on this Podunk little strip club, like 15 trucks sitting out in front. Little trucker strip club on Podunk, Oklahoma. Pull up on there, and there's like 5 dudes inside. We get hit up by a hostess soon. We get in the door. She's like, hey, I'd like to talk to like your coolest dancer. Hostess brings the dancer over. I start explaining what I want to get done. She quotes me $600. That's a little rich for my, but this isn't something that I'm gonna use later. This isn't gonna be something that I take home and great. This is really just for this stupid story that I'm gonna tell on someday. This isn't That and I had no idea of any of this. Like this is what the story was for. So she says okay, and she brings us the menu. This is the best menu in the history of menus. There are sweet tarts, there are Slim Jims, and there's a big part of me that wants to like flash dance those sweet tarts all over her, but I don't have that kind of money. And then Slim Jim. What am I gonna get her to do? Fillet the Slim Jim? No, I'm not gonna do that. So we settle on a cheeseburger. She comes back out. She makes love, motherfucker. She makes love to the cheeseburger like it's on, dude. It's everything I ever wanted. It's what's so sad is my bucket list shit is that like that's what's when I'm in my deathbed, I'm like, I got a dancer to eat on stage, son. I did it. I love my kids, but I got a dancer to eat on stage. So, anyways, like I said, the lady was eating a Denver omelet upside down. This dancer crawls up to the top of her pole, drops down, takes a bite of the burger, flips upside down, takes another bite of the burger. Dreams come true. Like dreams really do come true. You just have to like set the bar low for your dreams. Like set them low. In my experience, I do not want to fight old dudes or short dudes. Old dudes are prepared. They look like I'm all like messed up. They're not messed up. They're just lying in wait. And short dudes, they've been preparing for this fight since the beginning of time. They're ready like UFC style. And they kind of went off the rails there. That didn't work there. A lot of kids have sad memories of their dad, or they have good memories of their dad. As the product of a divorce and raised by a single mother mostly, my daddy wasn't really there. But I don't have those memories like, oh no, dad didn't come to pick me up. Those aren't the memories that are burned into my mind. The main memory that's burned into my mind is I'm staying at my dad's house for the weekend. Him and his new girlfriend, this older lady. He's in his late 40s. She's in her mid 60s. It's a weird relationship. So I'm over there and I got a little rumbly in my tumbly that night. So I walk into Daddy's room. I say, Daddy, please, can you come help me? I'm not feeling too well right now. Sure, son. I'll come and help you. Okay, come on in. I'll see you, son. And he did not say like he was like, I'll be there, sure. So I go back to the bathroom because I have diarrhea. And wouldn't you know it, my father walks in. Why didn't this motherfucker put on like why couldn't you put on some boxers, bro? Like I didn't say, oh, I'm bleeding out, Daddy, I need you. Call 911 like we just talked about. This wasn't a 911 situation. This wasn't a real emergency because I wouldn't even bothered your bitch ass. You would just slept. Because I knew you ain't shit. But yeah, he walks in there bucket ass naked. I'm good, Dad. I got this. Go back to him. Because not only am I seeing my dad naked, I'm thinking of that old lady laying next to him. That's what I'm also thinking about. What's up with that? Oh. I get recognized a lot. Not because I'm famous, but all old fat white dudes look alike. Like right now, you're probably thinking of like 5 people that are like, oh man, he looks just like. Oh, I'm showing. What am I doing over here? What's going on? Oh, it's got messed up over here. My bad. That was a really good joke that I messed up. Not like great, but I messed it up. Anyways, I get recognized a lot. All old fat white dudes look alike. I probably look like 5 people you know right now. Boom, 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 boom. That was great. Ruin the joke, Instagram, for dropping the phone. It's probably more my fault. All right, I got an itch in my nose, and I can't sit there. Drunkle Bill. All right, so let's talk about my uncles. I have a couple uncles, and I don't know if you see me. I'm old as shit. So these guys are, the cavemen style and shit like that. So I got a Drunkle Bill. I don't really want to talk about. But what I do want to talk about, since I just got off my dad, because I did spend a lot of happy hours with my mom and heard a lot of her and her friends talk about how crappy we are and how much we ain't shit. I know that men ain't shit. I don't see how gay dudes do it. You gotta know that we ain't shit. Why wouldn't you? I don't understand why all women aren't lesbians. Like, you know that we ain't shit, right? Like we ain't shit. Dudes are not shit. Thanks for joining the live. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm sorry I got an itchy nose. Sorry I've been saying stuff. Crazy test. You're attracted to me. That means you're nuts. At least in my experience, if you're attracted to this at all, you got to be crazy. At least every woman I've ever been with. All right, so I used to have this homeboy, and he was super homophobic. And so we go out one night, and we're leaving the strip club. Stop by the Waffle House on the way home. But we have a beautiful waitress, and at the end of the night, she's like, "Are you all on the same ticket, or is this a separate order?" Same ticket, sweetheart. We're on a date. We're on a date. He was like, "No, we're not." I'm like, dude, nobody's ever been accidentally gay. It's never accidentally happened. We're not gonna get in the car and be like, "Oh, we share a ticket." It's not gonna happen. Like, it's not how it works. Like, why are you being like? Side note: when I was walking out, the waitress was like, I was like, "I'll see you next time." She's like, "I hope I see you next time." I'm like, "Well, shit, girl. I'll wait until next time." Hit me up on the DL. It wasn't even a DL. Chef's coat is like a cop uniform. Food got me laid a lot. I was an ugly dude, but I'm not an ugly dude. I mean, yeah, I'm ugly, but wearing a chef's coat was like wearing a cop's uniform. You're able to like feel cool and like, I don't really have a joke for that. I just wrote down a bunch of shit. It's old, House of Pain, Taco Bell. Dudes didn't. All right, so times that I felt old. Dudes have literally hit on my woman in front of me. And we said, like, my dude's right there. I thought that was your dad. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I mean, I don't know. We were at my homeboy's house. We say, "Hey, House of Pain's coming to town. Let's go see some House of Pain." Sorry, I'm not as old as you. I don't know what you're talking about. I was born in March. You were born in August. What are you talking about? You're not as old as me. One of the first times I felt really old, I was at Taco Bell, just giving my order. And when you give up an order, you got to give them a name to go by. My thing was my catchphrase was Keenan, like Keenan and Kel. I don't care how you spell it. Just give me my food. I'm not that old. I don't know who Keenan and Kel is. I don't care how old you are, but who's raising you? I don't know who Keenan and Kel is. Like, what do you mean by that? I just thought of another joke. I just thought of another old person joke, like right then. But then as I was finishing that joke, like, oh, I'll tell that, and then I'll write it down. And I didn't get there. I did not get there. Like, I know what you're thinking. Like, oh, you had enough time. No, I did not. I did. But the other time I felt old, I was walking with my boss, and he said, "Kanan," and that's how you say Keenan if you're a country white dude or a country dude. I don't know if that's how black, but he was a country old white dude. "Kanan, how old are you, son?" 21, sir. Hard living, huh? Yeah, hard living. Hard living. Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. Thanks for pointing out that I'm a mess. Like, thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. I'm gonna write that up here. Hard living. Hard living. That's where that goes right there. And I'm not for sure this is how the jokes are gonna go. I mean, it'll be placed differently. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. How are you doing tonight? In your head, do you hear Joey from Friends? Because I do. Anytime anybody says, "How are you doing?" How you doing? How you doing? That's what I hear. That's what I hear in my head. So I want to say it back. And it gets kind of weird. Like when you're saying to a lady. Like, I even think with like dudes, like straight man, like, "How are you doing, sir?" "How you doing?" Even though it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. Oh, I have I don't want to do this one. No, I'm not gonna do this one today. That boy looking like a stuffed sausage. This is my first jail experience. I got taken to jail the first time for some warrants. I'm a 300-pound kid. I'm a big boy. I go through the whole rigmarole. I got to go into the little room. They got to check and make sure you're not trying to smuggle shit in. And then they hand me an extra large, which I'm at the very least a 2 extra large. But they hand me an extra large, which fits me like a large. I mean, this is the most skin tight shit you could ever have. This was tighter. This was tighter. And then I get all dressed and I walk out the door. And I sit the door. I walk out the bathroom and I sit on the bench. Wait till you get taken in the holes and stuff. I'm yanking that shit. You know, I'm feeling real uncomfortable, real insecure about all this that's going on right now. I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm not liking it. Then all of a sudden you hear, that boy look like a stuffed sausage. Bitch. Like, wait, I feel like a stuffed sausage too, man. Like you don't get what I'm saying here, man. You don't get it, man. You get it, man. You get it, don't you, man? You get it, man. But yeah, I got caught. I got caught sending pictures of my eggplant. If you get my drift, I got pictures. I got caught sending dick pics. In my defense, and to her credit, I mean, they were like the best looking pics I've ever had been taken in my life. Like, shit looked strong, shadow was right, everything was good, man. I mean, it was like having the Mona Lisa and not doing anything about it. Hold on, let me reply to this message. Haven't called this doctor. I'll make the appointment tomorrow. Sorry. All right. Sorry, my bad. I'm back. Oh, what'd I do here? What'd you do, bro? Get your life together. Get the shit to crack and then action. Avenue. Bad you. Like, all right. So, black women aren't, in my experience, like, unless you're like in a long-term relationship, black women aren't big fans of kissing. At one point, I had a fear, like, can they taste the systemic racism like coming off of me? Like, is that like something that's just like bred into us now? Like, they can't take it. So the next day, I'm at work, and I asked my homegirl, I'm like, hey, I was with a date last night, and she like wasn't kissing me. She's like, was she a black girl? Like, yeah. What's that matter? I don't know what the fuck your mouth's been. Wait, what? That's what's up. Like, we're clearly about to. It's about to be Mr. Nasty time, and you're telling me that you don't know where my mouth has been. What if like, instead of like it just being like weird dudes being like racist and being shitty and stuff, what if they like put like full force like media campaign behind racism? Like, imagine like influencers like, I just feel like we should, like, that you get a like get some madmen, and that joke isn't there. That joke is not there. Right wing train, you bastard. Face opens my phone. Jason Derulo. Let's see what this. Craigslist used to be the wild, wild west before they closed Craigslist down. Before the Craigslist Unaliver. That's a terrible name. Craigslist Iller. Before all that, Craigslist was the wild, wild west. I got jobs from that. I started businesses from that. I got dates off of that. Did some weird sex stuff because of that. Like, you got to give your credit to Craigslist. Craigslist was the shiznit, y'all. Craigslist was the shiznit. One of the things I did sales for. It was like 4 o'clock. I think like 4:20 was the time that I started this business. Oh no, that was the date. Date was April 20th. I started this business on Craigslist, and I just started like putting that into the search and answering every ad that had April 20th in the search. and just kept on. And I met a lot of cool people. And one of the ones that really sticks out is this gay dude hit me up one night. And, we're texting back and forth. We talked on the phone and stuff. And, we made a plan like, hey, come through in the morning. Bring the red shoes. That's what he called them, the red shoes. Bring the red shoes and we'll hang out and stuff. I seen a picture. I trust you. You've never seen a picture of me. I know that for sure. I haven't put a picture of me anywhere near any of this stuff. There's no link to any of my pictured stuff. There's no picture of me out there. So he's like, well, come through anyways. We'll see you. We'll see you in the morning. Not a problem. So I take my ex-wife with me because, sorry about my squeaky ass chair. I take my ex-wife with me because I know something weird's going to go. And he's like, I text him or call him and say, hey, I'm right around the corner. I'll be there in just a few minutes. Like, just come in the foyer and hang out. I'm going to jump in the shower. There's no need for all that. I'm just going to run inside real quick, give you what time it is, give you the red shoes, and you give me the money, and we move on down the way. He had to go to a friend's house to pick up some money. So he had to go to pick up some money. So it was like, I'm like, what was this dude? Like, he's going to take a shower first, and I come and hang out in the foyer, and then we go, like, what's going on in this guy's mind? When I walk up on the door and he opens the door, you could see I was not the picture he thought. You could see the disappointment on his face. He was just so disappointed. I felt kind of bad for him. Like, disappointed. But then he became a valued customer for a while. And every time, be like, you got any more of those red shoes? Oh, wait, what? I forgot. So we get in the car to drive down. This is the whole crux of the freaking joke. And I ruined it. We get in the car to drive down the road. My ex-wife is in the car, sitting in the front seat. She tells him, oh, I love your landscaping. He says, shit, honey, I'm a queen from way back. You should see the inside. And I ruined it. Like all that to get to there. Stupid stuff. But like I said, Craigslist was the Wild Wild West. I met a lot of my dates on Craigslist. And one time I took this girl out, like we're on like our second date, and I have to go. It's April 20th, 4:00 in the afternoon. I gotta go make a sale. So she wants to go with me. So I'm like, that's awesome because I got warrants. I'm not legal. Let's go. You can drive because we gotta drive a good distance because to get a business started, you gotta go all over this land. So we're in the car. We're driving around. And I don't know. We're in the car for like 30 minutes, and then say, are you ready to be unalived? I just kept it straight. She looked at me crazy, and I was like, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding with you. That was not like she laughed at the joke. Thank you. She said, yeah, I was worried about that when you first invited me. But yeah, you probably should have thought of that. Before I get on my 420 sales, I did become friends with benefits with a lot of my customers. And when you're with a woman and you make a sale and you still get to make love to her, it's like that scene in Pretty Woman when Richard Gere snaps the box on Julia Roberts' finger. That's how I felt every time. That's say what you will, say what you want to say about me, but grocery check. This is a Jerry Seinfeld type joke. Every time you're in the grocery line, somebody's in front of you or behind you or however it works. Like, you ever had those people that make sure that this is mine? Like, who's ever paid for somebody's order and then gotten it back? Has that ever happened? It's never happened in the history of happening. I'll tell you that right now. This is a general apology to all women, just because men ain't shit, and I'm sorry. I say sorry to women a lot. I don't know. I think I'm a social media creator. That's what it says on my thing, and it's pretty damn lame. All right, so I was working one day, and my boss comes into the area and is like, "Where's the fat kid at?" I'm right here, sir. I'm not talking to you. You're not fat. Oh my God, sir. I've never wanted to make out with a man more in my life. That makes me feel some type of way. I am the non, but not in. I don't like that. Well, I mean, I like that. Movies live in my head. Like I said, I take a lot of shit for movies. Is that Am I the only one? I can't be the only one, right? Like, it'd be really sad if I was the only one where movies lived in my head. What's going on? Oh, it's this thing that fell over. Whatever. What? Cool. Colombian. Sorry for the screaming. My son's asleep in the next room. Those Colombian hippos. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I'm joking about that. But Colombian hippos. I guess Colombian Pablo Pascal. That's not it. Pablo Escobar. You know, he started the zoo down in Colombia, and he got on some hippos. So now they have a problem with hippos, like inbred hippos in Colombia. I watched like an hour, like almost the entire documentary, and then when I like looked at it and realized this is gonna end without. There's still hippos in Colombia. This is gonna end with like nothing. Like, are you ready to now? Craigslist. It was. Oh, you ready to Craigslist? I already said this joke. I need to put that with the. I'll figure that out at another point. Cheated husband. I wasn't a great husband ever. I cheated on my wife incessantly. I don't know. 420 sales. See, yeah, I talked about that too. So I'll have to go through and mess those up. Oh, so what'd you think tonight? I know it's kind of rushed, kind of lame. It wasn't lame. I put my whole heart into that shit, bro. I put that whole heart into that. You know what I'm saying? I gave it all, my dog. You know, I gave it all. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Why don't you like, share, subscribe? Hang out with me. You know, tomorrow's Wednesday. We're doing WafflN OUT, the podcast from your local Waffle House, where the food is real food fast. You know the slogan. Ugh. I gotta put some oil on this stupid chair. It is annoying me, so it's gotta be annoying you people. It's gotta be. Got itchy. So again, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate that. Be sure to come back through. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate that. You wanna ask if you want me to keep going, press like. Press like. If you want me to keep hanging out with you tonight, if you're not too bored with me, press like. Oh, look at all those hearts. I think somebody wants it bad, huh? Somebody